Yeah. Yeah, that's good stuff. So I saw your last fight against Shinaldo. Personally, I thought you won. I thought you won that fight against Francisco. Um, Obviously, there's a lot of things going on where that you need more judging. Joe Rogan talks about it all the time in his podcast that he thinks there should be 10 judges. Why you limit it to three? I think like why not get UFC fighters in there, like guys like Bisping and that know the sport and that actually have done it. Why aren't they judging these fights? Because it changes people's careers.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, judging, that's something that I don't know who, because I think it's the athletic commission who kind of chooses I think it's separate from the fighting, from the organization. It's
Yeah.
very it has its own separate entity, so whoever chooses the judging, I don't know how that works, but you also keep it, you have to always play factor that you're going to the home country, hometown. When you're traveling to a home country, you know what I mean? It's like if you watch hockey, you know what I mean? So you always have the home favorite, you know what I mean? And then it's like the person who's living there has the advantage. And see, that thing is the thing is with the fighting game, with mixed martial arts, if you compare it to boxing, it's they don't appreciate the skill of defense. You know what I mean?
Right.
Of course, it's more exciting to be offensive. Everybody wants a knockout, but I had to adjust in that fight particular because for two reasons. I never been to Brazil. The air was very different. The jet lag. I arrived there on Tuesday. I fought on Saturday. I had to cut the weight on Friday. It really took a toll on my body. The change of air, the change of climax. Then the COVID thing hits. They tell during the whole week they're saying to us, we might not fight, we might fight, we might not fight, we might fight. My mother calling me saying, why do you have to fight? Can you come back home? Like my ACL, I tore my ACL. I had a pain. So fighting a guy like Ronaldo was very dangerous. So I had to move a lot. I was moving a lot and I make him miss a lot, but the judges don't look at they don't appreciate the art of making the other guy miss. You know what I mean? It looks
Yeah.
like he's landing. He looks like he was landing shots. He did, and he's a very tough. I don't take nothing away from him. I'm not talking about the fighter. The fighter's job is both fighters' job is to fight. You know what I mean? I'm talking in a judgment aspect to look at defense and offense. You know what I mean? Because I feel like people don't get credit in the sense of making the guy miss. Because for me, making the guy miss, it's a lot of it's not easy to do that. It's very hard.
Absolutely. Yeah,
So
I mean, who knows? Dana White always says can't let it go to the judges' scorecards, but it's a lot easier said than done. You can't get a finish every fight. That's why I'm always saying like, a lot of the times you watch these fights and you'll be like, have it 30-27 one way and they'll give it 30-27 the other way. Like, how does that happen? You know? Um,
It's
exactly.
unfortunate
but
because then you got us betting on it. We're seeing this fight firsthand. We're like, all right, we got this locked up. And then you go to, and then that bell
that's
rings
why
at the end of
that's
the
why I
third.
don't bet. That's why I don't bet. If I bet,
even
I'll go crazy.
even when you're in Vegas, the fight capital of the world, you're not hitting those casinos or anything.
Honestly, man, like I, I don't get a rush. Like for me,
That's
No.
good though.